Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Strix, and as you know, I've been doing a mini series here where I interview all the mega tribe leaders or tribes that actually have an impact on Ark. And today we have here the leader of Chaos, which is Blue Magic. If you want to say hello.
Yo, what's going on?
Alrighty, so this is Blue Magic. He's the leader of Chaos, and today we're going to ask him relatively the same questions. We have a few questions from the community that people are a little bit confused about, and if there's any follow up questions to the questions that I'm asking today, feel free to ask down in the comments. I'm sure he'll come in and clarify a few things. That way, we can have a little bit more transparency here in the community. But I'm going to start out with the question: who is Chaos as a whole, and what do you stand for as an alliance?
So basically, Chaos is mostly XPG tribes that kind of broke away after the dev wipes. Um, we consist of Black Dingoes or Blackout Mandingos, Party Time, and Horde. Oh, and DMC. And pretty much at the moment, I guess you could say we're unaffiliated.
Okay, so do you guys like to play legit, or do you guys have some sort of system you have to where you keep your players legit, or do you guys like to do meshing and all that? So what do you guys stand for?
Um, I mean, we try to keep it legit, especially on fob drops.
Yep,
But I mean, I'm sure you know, especially on console.
of course.
Um, it's like kind of the devs have done a great job trying to like clean up the game, but you can't monitor it, I guess, as well as you can PC. So if somebody does us dirty, we have enough people
Of course.
that we can do it back if needed.
I get that. So, who do you think right now, currently, with all the PG and 99 sort of falling per se, who do you think is the biggest alliance besides you? Or maybe you. You could just let me know.
Um, well, I think with like PG and 99, like both like kind of falling, it's actually like what's best for the game, to be completely honest. Because like for 2 years now, it's pretty much been you're either PG or you're 99. You're like on one side of things or the other. And now what you're seeing is like Final Union. That's just 61 Cartel No Nos, which are both like big tribes, but it's just
Yep,
like two tribes. And then Chaos, Party Time, we're a pretty big tribe, and everybody else in
of
it,
course.
it's like at least like 50 to 100 people. So you're seeing a lot of smaller alliances, like that aren't these like powerhouses. Like 99 at one point was like pushing 2-3,000 people.
Oh,
PG
yeah.
was easily 2,000. So now you have like these like alliances. They're all like about 500 to 1,000 people, I'd say. So I don't really know who like the biggest is, but I'd say they're all pretty well like now balanced, and I think it's honestly best for the game.
Okay, so you say it's pretty much neutral, alliance wise.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. As far
So,
as like as how big the alliances are, I'd say.
it's hard to tell because they're so new. That's what
Mm.
I've gotten from the other people that I've talked to. So, do you think Ark would be able to revive itself through all these new alliances in the PvP spectrum? And how long do you think the game will last with these new alliances popping up?
Um. So, uh, well, I mean, I think the game's kind of like I think it's fresh in the sense of that like the PvP, it's like fun because now like you have all these new people that like you're not really forced to be allied with. Like I said,
Yeah,
like before you're either PG or 99, and on both sides,
I
like
agree.
everybody would agree they were like allied with maybe people they didn't like. So the game's kind of like revived where you can ally with just the people that you actually like and then go hit who you don't like. But it's like after all the duping. I mean, the dev wiping didn't fix the duping. There's still tons of dupe stuff, and there's
I agree.
consequence of that. Like a lot of people quit. So I mean, I think people will come back for sure, especially like when the DLC, gets here in December and like the hype train starts rolling around like November for that.
Yep,
But I mean, I think it's actually on the upswing, to be completely honest. Like I think it can like revive itself as long as people keep the PvP going the way it is right now. We don't like see these big alliances again like 99 or PG.
I agree with that. So, as of now, obviously, there's a lot of different alliances. Who do you think Chaos's biggest threat is right now?
Uh, I mean, biggest threat. Uh,
alliance
I
wise?
don't know. I
Say
mean,
Final
every
Union or
I I don't want to I don't want to get like the cliche like I guess answer
that's
that
fine.
like everybody could be a threat, but I mean Endgame they're rolling. You know they're pretty. You know they've been like getting a lot of momentum. You know through Attack in '99 and things like that. So
Yeah.
I would say probably Endgame. But you know '99. You know we've been at war with them for a while, so who knows? You know if
Okay.
fighting's going to resurface with them.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying Endgame, by the way. You're not the only one. Endgame seems to be one of the bigger alliances out right now. But right now, who do you believe the best alliance leader is with everything going on in terms of, other than you, obviously, who do you think would be the best leader to run an alliance?
Hands down, it's Hoblink. I mean, I don't like the guy, but what
You gotta
he's able to
respect it.
do, yeah. I mean, like supremacy, like people like Dove, myself, and things were running like supremacy back in the day. You know, we had a really good run, but Hoblink, you know, the way he's like manipulated people to stay in '99, that you know a lot of them didn't like each other for as long as he did.
Yeah,
Like you got to give props to that. I mean,
I
he did a
totally
really good
agree.
job running '99.
So, after all that, this is basically a state of the game question. I've asked everybody this. Who do you, or what do you think about the current state of the game in terms of exploits? And do you believe mechs and cluster grenades should be removed and re added after the duping is completely fixed? Or do you believe the cluster bombs and mechs should just be removed completely?
Um, So I think the state of the game, like I said, as far as like the PvP, it's like it's a lot fresher than what it has been.
Yep.
But as far as like mechs go, I think, and I've talked to a few people about this. I think they kind of need to go the way like the rocket launchers went, where like we just have a default like maybe not a
Ooh,
tiered system to them.
that's smart.
Um, just because like you're getting, the thing is like you know. People know this, like they're still duping, like kind of in the game. You know what I mean? Like people are still being coy, and there's certain methods and stuff that you know have been rumored that you can still dupe. So I just think, yes, they need to get rid of like the mechs and stuff like that. But I also think they just need to go like to a default, like you know, this is what a mech is. There's no tiers anymore. And then as far as cluster nades, I mean, yeah, I mean that's just broken. You know, people are just
Yeah.
cluster soaking bases, and it's broken. Yeah, I mean. There's no
From
other
what
way to
I
say it. It's just it's not fun.
Yeah, from what I've heard, there when everybody throws a cluster grenade, or when anybody throws a cluster grenade, I should say, apparently it takes 24 bullets from a heavy, which I don't know exactly, but that's if you have duped cluster grenades, you have thousands of volts full of them type thing. Apparently most hated's been doing that. I'm not sure who they're with now, but I believe it's Endgame, I want to say. But apparently they've been threatening people to go over and cluster grenade people's bases, which is, I guess, some sort of new meta where it's instead of soaking, you're just cluster grenading people, and then you can rocket the tech
Yeah,
turrets soon after. So,
I mean it's real popular on extinctions. A
oh
lot
yeah,
of people are going to like extinction, triple plat, or bookshelf, whatever you want to call it, and they're just raining clusters down on a griffin, and then you know that's how a lot of extinctions have been getting raided. So it's definitely it's not cool, it's not fun, and it's really easy to do like when you're offline, especially when people still have vaults of clusters just laying around.
oh yeah, I agree with that. So one question the community wants to know, like one of the main questions I've gotten from anybody, or one of the most requested, is why did you split from Panic Gang? Because I remember I was personally in Panic Gang. You were one of the council members or leaders, if I'm not mistaken, and you just sort of, I guess, left from Panic Gang. So what happened with that?
So I guess without like getting into like I guess drama is there were
Yeah,
certain people we didn't see eye to eye with, and my tribe, you know, party time, we kind of got to the point where we were just like, because this is post dev wipes, we were just kind of like, you know, like screw it, like let's just go out, let's just go try and recreate something on our own. You know, whoever wants to follow, you know, they're free to. And coincidentally, like at the same time, Wu Tang and YKTD from '99, they were kind of feeling the same. And in my opinion, you know, and I know there's other tribes, you know, that were kind of already talking about doing it, but we were kind of like the catalyst for doing so because then you saw like Pitifos, Blackout.
yeah,
They also left '99 to create Blacked Out Smurfs, and now, I don't want to like speak because it's not done yet, but I do know of like two other tribes that are thinking of like breaking off and doing another alliance. So it's
Interesting.
like, yeah, it's like it's actually it's pretty cool now that this is happening. But the main reason was just we wanted to do something new, man. Like you do the same alliance for 2 years. You just want like a change of scenery, and we kind of got to the point where we were just like kind of over where we were at. We got frustrated, so we just wanted to leave and just do something on our own. And so far things have been going pretty well for us.
That sounds good. So, is there anything else you would like to say to opposing alliances now that you have the platform right now to do so? There's going to be a lot of people from every alliance watching the video, even that aren't an alliance. So, is there anything you would like to say about future plans? What can we be expecting from Chaos?
Um, well, you're probably gonna find out in like 2 days. We're gonna make a definitive stance, like kind of where we stand in the war,
Okay.
and we're looking forward to PvPing. So that's good.
Alrighty. Alrighty, that is about it for the Chaos interview. I want to thank Blue for coming in and doing the interview. So thank you for doing that, and I appreciate everybody coming through and watching another interview. Tomorrow we will have Final Union, and then the next day we should have either Goat Boys or Endgame. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. You guys already know what to do. My name is Strix, and adios.